So just in the spirit of sort of reviewing cars, I thought I'd do a video on my 2020 GR Yaris. This is the first car that I have ever bought new for myself. I've owned hundreds of cars over the years, but this was the first one that I drove out of the showroom. Obviously growing up in the 90s, I'd see the WRXs and the GT4s and those sort of cars that were homologation specials, and when the opportunity came up to buy a homologation special off the showroom floor, I was all over that. So I put my deposit down, and after an immense amount of stuffing around from Toyota, which is an entirely different story, they botched the entire rollout of this car. I got this car, I think it was New Year's Eve 2020, so it is 2020 plated. That doesn't worry me. I'm probably going to keep this car forever. This thing is slightly modified just because, particularly these days, cars that come out from the factory, they have to meet all sort of emissions and drive-by noise testing, and basically normal people have to drive them, and that's not what I want. So I'll walk you through the car a little bit. I'll walk you through what I've done to it and just my thoughts about the car. So come with me, and hopefully this will be an interesting video. So you'll notice the car is heinously dirty. It's been raining a lot here lately, which is odd for November, and this thing gets filthy when it rains. As you can see all along the bottom of the car, it's just road grime, and the guards are not really designed to keep the road grime off the car because, hey, homologation special. When I first got the car, it was quick. It is brutally quick. Probably one of the faster point-to-point cars I've ever had, and it's basically standard. So you'll notice that the car is a lot lower. I got some custom valved Shockworks coilovers. The guys over there are top shelf. Please check them out and support an Australian company that's making some quality gear. The next thing you'll probably notice is the 18 by 9.5 CE28s in OG bronze. These came from Aaron at Import Monster. Check him out for all the best JDM gear. They've got stuff on the shelf which is pretty rare, and he puts a lot of money into stock, so please support your local Australian distributors of this stuff. Brakes on this are huge. They are incredible that they'd put brakes of this size on such a small car. The car doesn't slide. All the videos that you've seen from the UK where they're drifting them around a track, that's the rally with the LSDs front and rear. The initial GRs that we got here, they didn't have the LSDs. The other thing you'll probably notice is the stripe on the car. I jokingly say that I put this on the car so that I could spot my white GR Yaris in amongst all the other white GR Yarises there are in town. I think there's another maybe 15 or 20 in Perth. It is a Japanese option. Moving around the back, the other mod that I did was a Fujitsubo Catback exhaust, and oddly for a Japanese product, it doesn't fit that well. Look at how much it's poking out that side and how little it's poking out that side. We've stuffed around with the hangers, and I don't know, it's just, maybe they were under pressure that day and it just doesn't fit that well. The other thing I've done, which is something you'll notice from this angle, is it's running, obviously on the 18 by 9.5s, running 255 3518s, which is up from the 22540s that they come with standard. And I went with some PS4s. They're an incredible tyre. I have never had a tyre that works so well in the wet. They're just insanely good and comfortable, which is odd for a tyre that's got this level of performance. The car never slid on the 225s. It would always just understeer, so I thought I might as well just chuck some big boots on it and go around corners fast. Inside, Not a bad place to be. The seats are the same seats that are in the current model Supra. There's been a lot said about the seats sitting too high, which they do. It's like you're sitting on a milk crate. There are now rails to bring them down, which I will be taking care of. The other thing I did was there is an adjustment to move the mirror up. The mirror sat quite low and the visibility through the center section of the windscreen was terrible. This car's also got a blitz, I think they call them idle stop cancellers. So basically if you're sitting at the lights, the idle stop won't kick in, it just turns it off automatically, which is pretty sweet. Under the bonnet, there's not a huge amount to see. I also forgot I've got the cheesy, I think it's TRD faux carbon. It's sort of like carbon, not really, but it breaks up the black plastic. Because there was a lot of black plastic, they certainly didn't spend much money on the interior. See, Toyota's put the bloody bonnet release in the right spot. Under here it's all standard. I haven't done front pipes. I've put a K&N insert into the airbox, which I was told would coat the airflow meter. We'll soon see. I do like all the GR badging on everything, and even on the airbox. It's pretty sweet. So super happy with the way it goes, although there is an HKS power editor, which I wouldn't mind chucking in. So yeah, super happy with the car. I've never been this happy with a car straight out of the box. The only other thing that's probably on the cards for this car is I picked up one of the Rally rear LSDs, which you can buy as a complete pumpkin and just swap in. I got that from Aaron at Import Monster as well. So yeah, hopefully that will cure the on the limit understeer, and we can start having some RSAT action. Hope you enjoyed the video and checking out my lightly modified GR Yaris. Oh, before I finish, Japanese window visors. Not those hokey knockoff ones you get off eBay. These are the legit Japanese item. I'm pretty sure the freight getting them here was more than the actual cost of the item, but they really help. I put them on everything. Window visors are mint, particularly if they're the OEM rather than the knockoff variety. Thanks very much.